Hey, looking at the 2019 Polaris Turbo S Velocity model. Hey, with the Polaris S Velocity, one of the places you saved money was electronics, and so you don't have the ride command electronics. You end up with kind of a blank spot in the dash, which is actually this kind of dry box storage here that you can store stuff in. Not super useful. But I guess if you want to store stuff you can, but you also have kind of the lower glove box down below the switch panel. When we're out riding, one of the things we do is we use an Android tablet for GPS coordinates at places, and so here's the tablet I use with some GPS stuff shown on it. Use that to basically guide us. This one is a Galaxy Tab A 8-inch. Wi-Fi only. Once you download maps and some of the different GPS software, it's got a good GPS chip in it, and so it tracks your signal in remote areas out in some of the national forests and stuff really well. And so use that. I'm actually looking at an idea on how I'm going to mount it right up here so that it's visible there in the dash, is to remove this dry box panel here, and it's super simple to remove. The first step is just to come in these little push pins. Take a nice little simple screwdriver and just kind of carefully and lightly pull up these push pins here. They're mine are tight because I haven't done this, but just kind of wiggle them up and get a little leverage on them. And you can pry these little push pins out of here. There you go. Once you get them out, just lift up. So that's what it looks like when it comes out. So just got to get both of those loose. Okay. Once you have that, that's the back side. Now the front just has some plastic tabs that hold it in place, and so we'll go around and show you how to pop the front out. Okay, with the front push pins removed, the box will just sort of tilt forward, and there's some tabs here and here that if you tilt it forward, it just literally snaps out. See, it's just these little tabs here that hold it in, and these two slots here and here. And so once that pulls out, you've got the box off. Then that gives you direct access here behind the switch panel so that you can come in here and add additional switches. And what I've decided to do is I'm going to use RAM mounts. And so RAM mounts have different many options, but they have one here with a long arm on a B-size 1-inch ball, and so I'm going to mount that ball to the plastic front of the dry box. It won't interfere with the dry box because if you look up inside there, the box itself is still sealed and there's just this front plastic lip. And so I'm going to mount this here, and then I've got this tablet holder that I've got, and the tablet holder is spring loaded, plus you can buy this rubber piece that snaps over to hold your Android tablets inside your case here. So it all snaps down, it'll hold tight. And it's also got the B-size ball, which will connect in to the RAM mount, and that'll allow me to do it in landscape or portrait mode sitting in the dash. So that's kind of my path forward. You can get, for the backing against this plastic here, you can get, RAM mount makes a metal backing plate. You might can make that yourself, but I went ahead and bought it from RAM mount. It's already got the hole size and stuff in it. And so RAM's got this, all sorts of different ones. I just, like I say, I use the B-size. I think this was a RAM mount number 123 that had both the round plate here with the ball, the long arm, and then it came with the other round plate and ball attached here, because the tablet holder doesn't come with the actual ball mount. It's just the plastic, and so you have to attach the ball mount to the tablet holder itself. And so you get the tablet holder is just this piece, and then you screw on the ball mount. Okay, so the ball is mounted onto the box. This is what I had envisioned, but like all projects, there's always a complication. So the base, the backing plate that I had got from Ram Mount, if you look in there, it's just a little bit too large because it overlaps into this channel here, which is going to interfere when I go to put the box back on top of the switch plate in the dash. So I'm going to pull the plate back off, and I'm going to basically take this much of the plate off. I'm going to cut all the way across here and shorten that plate so that it's even with this transition lip here. You can see this way, you can see how the plate's sticking up. Okay, I took the Ram backing plate and cut off the end of it there. And so basically just an angle grinder with a metal blade, and clamped it to a bench so that I could come across a straight line there. All right, now we've got the Ram plate mounted there on the front of the dry box. If you look underneath, you can see that the backing plate snugged up with 4 nylock nuts. And you can see that I've trimmed it back enough that I got plenty of clearance. All right, you can see we've got the box back in the dash. We've got the Ram arm mounted on the ball mount. So the next step will be to put the tablet holder on top of the arm and then put the tablet in. All right, mounting the tablet holder on top of the Ram arm. All right, here's the finished product. This is a 8-inch Galaxy Tab A Wi-Fi model with a GPS chip in it, and it's a 8-inch model sitting in a just a kind of a basic rugged case. You can order online pretty cheap. I think it was like $13. Then it's in a Ram tablet mount, attached to a Ram arm mount, attached and mounted to the box on the dash. And so I think it'll be pretty sturdy. I take it out and run with it and see, but it looks pretty sturdy. Only thing, noticing the height of it, I went with the long arm because I wanted it to stick up, and in retrospect I may end up buying a medium length Ram arm to lower it down a little bit, just to make sure it's not into the field of view.